Hi guys, I'm back today with another video on a palette. I know that is a shock of all shocks to you guys. No, it's not. But today is kind of a surprise because I've never done a review on this brand before. And the brand that I'm speaking of is Glamlite. And this is their new pie palette. Okay, let's talk about packaging first. Now, I've seen a lot of mixed statements about their packaging in general. There are people that love it. They think it's kind of kitschy and cool and fun and interesting. And then there's people that hate the idea of food-shaped and based packaging. And I am one of those people that normally I'm just like, just because it's in a shape that doesn't fit nicely in with all the rest of the stuff in my collection. However, I will say that what's on the inside generally counts more to me than what's on the outside. But this one finally kind of struck my fancy. I mean, it is round, which is kind of strange. Well, the actual palette is round. Let's go ahead and take this out. Let's take this pie out of the box, if you will. If this were a real pie, I probably wouldn't be able to have it because of my allergies. But this one, on the other hand, is totally doable. So, once you get it out of the box, it looks like this. Really cute. It is actually cute. Like, I probably fall into the category where I find this to be kitschy and funny. But as far as storing and practical purposes, it is frustrating. So maybe this would be really cool if they had like a piece that came out of this. That way, if you wanted to, carry this palette with you in a practical way, pull it out and maybe use it like that. I don't know how they would do that. I'm so not like a packaging person, but there you have it. That's my 2 cents on it. It would just be a good way to make both groups happy. One group that still likes the kitschy fun packaging and one group that doesn't necessarily want the bulk of storing it, I should say. So in any case, this is what the inside looks like. Really pretty colors. I instantly was drawn to it. I couldn't help myself. I actually have a friend on here named something by Katie. I'm going to link her down below. She's done a lot of like look videos with Glamlite palettes, and she makes the most beautiful looks. I had to try it at least once in my life. Now, disclaimer, I have a few of their palettes that I haven't had a chance to review yet. They have been around a little bit longer, so I was kind of like, okay, nobody's probably like, oh my gosh, I have to see a review on this pizza palette that's been out for a little while, so I haven't gotten there yet, but I'm going to. I'm working my way there. But for now, this is new, and I think it is limited edition, so I wanted to get this out in case it's still available so you can pick it up. This is what it looks like. It is very cute. Comes with a blush in the center. And I've got to say, so far, I've really enjoyed using it. So this is the look I got from it on my eyes today. I am wearing the blush on my cheeks. I want to swatch these for you guys so we can kind of talk about color and texture. And if you want to see how I got this look after that, just watch, and then I'll give you my final thoughts on everything at the very end. Just so you guys know, there was a box that you could get. It had this and a whole bunch of stuff. It was actually a really good price. It was 45 bucks. But since I didn't know what they used to flavor and scent their items with, I decided not to go that route because I did not want to have an allergic reaction when they don't list what that fragrance is made of, I should say. The palette by itself was $25, which I think is a really good price for all that you get in here. Like, this is a lot of goods in here for 25 bucks. Like, that's cheap. So, in any case, I'm going to swatch these for you guys, and then if you want to see how I got this look, keep watching, and then I will give you my final thoughts at the very end. Okay, the very first shade is Apple Pie. Okay, so this is a really beautiful kind of gold shifting red shade, and it gives me a little bit of vibes of Terra Moon's Cosmetics Hot Spice Cider. It is gorgeous. Called Nutty Pecan. And this is actually like a take on this one, but flip-flopped. So this is a beautiful kind of reddish tone with gold reflex in it. Looks almost orange because of that. Really cool shade. Shade is called Blueberry, and I think it's the only one in the palette I didn't get to use today. Alright, this is a gorgeous purple and kind of pinkish shade. It reminds me very much of a shade that is in one of the Pat McGrath Mothership palettes. It is gorgeous, and you guys are not getting the full effect, which is very sad, because it is a special shade. The next shade in the palette is called Mud Pie. Now this shade right here is kind of a rusty maroon shade. You can't maybe get the full effect of that, but it is a bit unique actually, and it does work really nicely. It's called Pumpkin. Alright, and this is almost like a reddish orangish peach, if you would. These color names are kind of funny because they don't really make sense for what they are. Next shade is called Mixed Berry. And this is a very bright pink shade, kind of another hot fuchsia color. I've seen a couple of those recently. Blackberry. And this is a pink toned red kind of shade. I wouldn't necessarily say, it looks kind of metallic, but it is more satin. Next shade is called Peach. And it is a beautiful kind of peachy rose gold shade. Gorgeous, gorgeous color. Next shade is called Sweet Potato. Actually the blush, but I'm going to go ahead and swatch it with the palette anyway because it's part of the palette. And it's called Cherry Pie Blush. Describe this. This is kind of like a berry dusty rose, and this one right here is kind of like just a really nice petal pink shade. And this is the whole palette. Alright, I'm back. I have my eyeliner on, I have my mascara on, and I want to talk about this palette a little bit. For the sake of transparency, this has been many, many hours since I actually put everything on. I have been wearing a mask half the day. I look like a not hot mess. That's what I look like. I look like the Not Hot Mess Express, in fact. Like, I could be the conductor. Woo, woo, here we roll. So in any case, I've been outside, and when I say I've been outside, I mean I traipsed, and I mean I walked through grass, and dirt, and gravel, and sand, and all kinds of stuff. So I know, my hair is definitely not in any state that should be on camera at all, and my face does not look so fresh, but we are just gonna ignore that fact and roll on. This palette is very cute. I think it is 100% worth the $25. I will say this, so these beautiful shimmer shades, they're gorgeous, but I don't think that they apply very well with a brush. They're fine, like if you just don't want something very shimmery, then use a brush. You'll be fine. You'll be happy with the way it looks. Me, I like stuff to be sparkly and like very poppy, and the best way to achieve that is to use your fingers. You will definitely get the most amount of impact on your eyes that way. As far as the mattes, I think that they work together really nicely. The only thing I think that this palette should have had maybe was a very light shade to use as a highlight. Just, you know, a little something to pop up there. I would have liked that personally, but that might be a personal preference thing and not just, you know, like a this is missing from the palette type of thing. But as far as value goes, I think this is really cute. If you were looking for a gift for somebody, I think, you know, a lot of times if you're looking for a teenager, you may go, oh, maybe I'll get them something Too Faced because it's affordable and it's giftable and all of that. But, I mean, this in here is a really cute present, and honestly, it's good quality makeup. I didn't have any issues with it at all. I definitely think that this is a way you can support a smaller company and, you know, still make somebody very happy that is a makeup lover or somebody starting out in makeup, or, you know, everybody in between. Nobody's going to be unhappy with this. So in any case, I really hope this video was helpful to you guys. If it was, make sure you leave a comment down below, like this video, subscribe, and ring the bell for future updates, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.